Aaron Rodgers rejected a trade to the New England Patriots? He said no to Bill Belichick? Yeah, apparently he did, at least according to Craig Carton of FS1. He reported that Aaron Rodgers chose the Jets over Bill Belichick and the Patriots because according to him, the Patriots, Bill Belichick, wanted Aaron Rodgers. And I just want to discuss if this was possible, if this actually even happened, the likeliness this could have happened, and just talk it out. You let me know in the comments what you think, but this is a real report, a real rumor with, I believe, a little substance. Aaron Rodgers, of course, was available this offseason. We knew he wasn't going to be a Green Bay Packer, so there had to be more than one team at least interested in Aaron Rodgers' services. We've heard a lot behind the scenes between Mac Jones and Bill Belichick in the relationship and how last year went and the friction with Matt Patricia being terrible at offensive coordinator and Robert Kraft wanting Mac Jones to be the franchise quarterback, but maybe Bill Belichick isn't quite sold. So there's a lot of drama with the Patriot quarterback situation, or at least there was last year, making Aaron Rodgers to New England at least a viable option. Aaron Rodgers also has a ton of respect for Bill Belichick and has openly praised Bill Belichick as the greatest coach of all time. And Bill Belichick has went on soliloquies about how much he loves Aaron Rodgers' game as a quarterback, even last year. So it's certainly possible that that dynamic, Bill Belichick chasing Aaron Rodgers, is definitely strong logic. Because the dots could be connected. We've heard of Mac Jones to the Raiders this offseason. We heard that maybe the Patriots would be interested in Lamar Jackson this offseason. And Aaron Rodgers is another option that I do think they at least maybe thought about. Maybe there wasn't a call. Maybe there wasn't an offer. Maybe this scenario didn't actually happen. But according to Craig Carton of FS1, Aaron Rodgers said, "No, we ain't playing for New England." That was the quote that he gave, saying that he wants to be a New York Jet. And Aaron Rodgers basically closed off any other opportunity other than the New York Jets. That the Jets were the team for him. And I could see that being the case, given the Hackett relationship, given the Sauce Gardner, New York Jet market dynamic, the savior complex of Aaron Rodgers. And if he were to go to New England, he would still be in the shadow of a greater number 12. So I could see Aaron Rodgers looking at both situations, and despite having respect for Belichick, looking at Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall and the defense and the market and the excitement. And really, there's less pressure if you become the Jet quarterback and you don't do well than if you go to New England and you fail with Bill Belichick, because there's always that hypothetical that Packers and Rodgers fans want to throw out there that Rodgers would have won 10 Super Bowls with Bill Belichick if he was in his prime, other than Tom Brady, right? Like Brady, he only won 6, but Rodgers would have won 10. I've heard that before. Yeah, I know. But it's a real thing. So, and I could see the ego of Aaron Rodgers considering that. We know how he's kind of built and wired that way. But I'm just reacting to this hypothetical. And now there's been no confirmation by another source. Albert Breer didn't necessarily reject the claim, and Albert Breer is pretty tied in and tight with the New England Patriot organization. So I don't get the sense, and even me just thinking out the possibility, I do definitely think Belichick maybe did his due diligence with Aaron Rodgers. I certainly could see that. I certainly could see Belichick calling Rodgers' agent and seeing what's going on. Because, like I said, Belichick really respects Aaron Rodgers' game. He went on just a complete tangent about how great Aaron Rodgers is. Last year before they played the Packers, he talked to him after the game, gave him a hug, the whole ordeal, okay? So it's certainly possible. And with the Mac Jones drama, it's also very likely. But I just find it a little odd that there's no real source behind this. There's no Ian Rappaport. There's no Adam Schefter. There's no New England Patriot-based source coming out with this information. It's a guy from FS1 that I don't really know as a newsbreaker. Maybe he's just doing it for the clicks or the likes or the retweets or the views. Who knows? But I do find this topic very interesting and the thought interesting. Of course, I'm a Patriots fan. Would I have liked Aaron Rodgers? I probably would have been pretty excited. I'm not going to lie. As much as I've had a relationship with Aaron Rodgers, a bit of a love and a hate over the years. I've loved him in moments. I've disliked him in others. And I certainly think the guy has a pretty big ego, but he's an excellent football player and a Hall of Famer and one of the greatest of all time. I would have certainly been excited. At the same time, I would have been a little confused given where the roster was at and the decision to go for an older quarterback over a younger guy that you really kind of screwed up last year. And it wasn't really Mac Jones' fault. So it would be Bill Belichick trying to go for an older quarterback to potentially make one last run. And I think that would have said a lot about where Belichick is in his career and how he feels his time is going to be utilized coming up in the next couple of years, because I don't know how much time he has left in the NFL. So trying to maximize that window with Aaron Rodgers, maybe 2 more years or whatever. But if this is also true that Aaron Rodgers said no, I find it fascinating because I think it says a little bit about Aaron Rodgers. If you go to New England and you team up with Bill Belichick, obviously you're getting championship quality coaching. You're getting a proven commodity. Obviously, in New England, you also have a great defense like the Jets. And maybe you don't have that number 1 wide receiver, but you have a plethora of targets, a good, strong running game. And maybe they give you a veteran receiver and you could have brought in a DeAndre Hopkins potentially, and that would have been easy the way it looks right now with D-Hop potentially going to the Patriots. So it would have been interesting. I wonder how the money would have worked. Obviously, New England had the cap space to begin this offseason to make something like that work, but it would have messed up some of the other moves that maybe they made. So it's interesting, man. I definitely think it's interesting. You guys let me know in the comment section below what you think. I think if this is true, it says a lot about Aaron Rodgers. It says that he is a little scared to fail, to me. It says that he wants to be the guy that is pointed at as the savior of a franchise or a team, even if he doesn't win a Super Bowl, which I would say a higher likely of winning a Super Bowl with Belichick than winning it with the Jets. Even if you think the Jets have more talent, I would say that. And I would also say that he would just not want to be in New England because of Brady, because of the Brady legacy. And he would never be able to really disconnect his career from being maybe a successful quarterback following Brady in New England that played in the same era, and it would be hard to disconnect that. So I think Rodgers wanted to go to a place where it's the Jets. Winning a Super Bowl with the Jets does more for my legacy than winning a Super Bowl with New England, right? That's a fact. So those are my thoughts on that situation. I personally don't think this is really that real. I'm not going to give much credit to it. But let me know if you think it's real. It's Mitch. Thanks for watching. Gronk, spike the like button. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.